I'm going to demonstrate a new option that's available in the starting with this release 2020 release 3 update number 9. So I just want to show you the version that I'm currently running, and we're going to go back into our drainage file, and I've opened up the standards and I've placed a structure in the file and you can see um, from the standards it's a stormwater node. It's an inlet. Inlet generic combo is the feature definition. And if I look at the feature definition properties from the standards, we've added this. We've been able to use road cross slope before, but we've added this road cross slope offset option. Um, in this case, it's set to 3.281, but it's just going to read the. It's going to offset from the location point of the structure 3.281 into towards the along the rotation, in this case towards the center line. It's going to turn around and read the cross slope from the roadway going back towards the node. So I just want to demonstrate. So when you place that and you look at the properties of this particular one, um, if I bring up the utility properties and I scroll down, that gets translated. When I place it, it gets translated over to the physical section, and you can see here the road cross slope of 2%. And when I place the structure, I'm using the terrain. So let me just show you this terrain here. And so it's 2% pavement slope, and then as I get into the gutter, it's 6%. So if I were to change this value, for example, from 3.281 to 1, so now it's going to move off of the location point 1 foot. So it's going to be still within the gutter. If I were to look at that utility properties, it's going to be showing me a different slope there. So the road cross slope, oops, sure I pick the right guy here. Sorry, change the offset to 1. Okay, and then come over here and look at the utility properties. And you can see it's 0.06. So it's reading the gutter slope, the slope within the gutter at that point. So it just depends on that offset, where we're reading the surface. So I'm going to put it back to, 3 as an example. So that pushes me back into the roadway. Come back. Oops. Let me do that. Back into the roadway. Grab the utility properties, and it should be set back to 2%. Now, if I were to try to, for example, just let me show you here with the analyzed point, this part of the pavement sloping to the inlet. As I get further out into the roadway, we're sloping across the road, so the slope's going the opposite direction. That particular, so if I were to change it to where the offset fall on this side of the crown, if you will, then it's gonna see what happens when I try to bump it too far out. So I'll just say 15. That pushes me well over into the other side of the roadway. So I'll try to type that again, hit enter, and you see we reject that because that would produce a negative slope on the road cross slope because it'd be sloping away from the inlet, and so we reject that value. So there is some analysis being done as you make a change to the road cross slope. In this case, it's called the road cross slope offset. So just be aware of that property now as you place your structures. It's a property on the feature definition.